All right, let's talk about the reasons why and examples of narcs picking fights because that really gets them hot and bothered. Okay. They're so exhausting. That's why you got to get rid of them in the beginning. Once you feel that weird feeling in your body is warning you that this person's bad for you. Okay, your body knows before you do. Let me repeat that. Your body knows before you do that this person is evil. So when you feel that sensation in your body, you have to pay attention to that, or else you're going to set yourself up for a nightmare. Believe me, I've been down that road. Didn't listen to my body. Couldn't figure out why I felt that way. Because this person's wicked. That's why. I had met this person, not in person, thankfully. But I had talked to this person for a short while, a couple days on the phone, off and on. And he thinks he's all that because he works in the OR and he guides the surgeon. People like him will deliberately choose a career where they have to be in charge. They get to guide a surgeon, so that just makes his ego massive. I tell surgeons what to do. For example, during surgery, he will tell surgeons, you're too close to a nerve bundle, you have to back off, and go more to the left or whatever it is. So that makes his ego bigger than it's already been, right? He, like I said, they deliberately choose jobs where they're in control. And he gets off on that because he's feels smaller than an ant. So he has to feel big in other ways. And he deliberately picked a fight with me. I didn't react in a positive way because people don't react in a positive way when you piss them off. They just don't. And he contacted me later. I snapped on him. And he contacted me later and he said, "Are you still in a foul mood?" Do you see how they started and then it's your fault because you reacted? Okay. Narc knowledge, or narc speak, I should say. Narc speak is, I'm going to piss you off. And then when you react in a crazy way, I'm going to say, see what I mean? See what I mean? You're losing it. You're losing it. You're unstable. Look at you. You're losing your mind. And they conveniently forget the part where they deliberately poked at you until you went off or said something mean. They completely ignore that part. Are you still in a foul mood? Once I realized what was going on, and I'm not going to play these games with your ass. We haven't even met in person yet, and you already antagonistic? Nope, we're done. And I blocked him without another word. I'm not playing with you. You could go act simple with somebody else. So, a narcissist may pick a fight over trivial issues to create chaos, distract from their own bad behavior. Exactly. It's your fault that they're picking at you. That's narc logic. Or simply to feel a sense of power and control. The conflict is often a baiting tactic designed to provoke a strong emotional reaction from you, which serves as narcissistic supply. So in a narcissist's mind, negative attention is better than no attention. That's their twisted brain, right? Negative attention is better than no attention. So I'm going to say something off the wall or snarky, which is inappropriate. And then you're going to say something snarky and I'm going to be like, oh, see, look at how you're acting. I told you you were mean. I told you. They're worse than children. Even children know when they're wrong. Okay? You could have, for example, two kids eating a popsicle each. They each have one. One finished theirs first. And then just to be antagonistic, knock the other popsicle out of the other kid's hand. And that kid starts crying because you shouldn't be doing that. It's a mean move. And, and when the kid who did it gets confronted, they know what they did wrong. Did you knock Billy's popsicle out of his hand? Yeah. Why? I don't know. Even a child admits when they're wrong. Narcissists are so sick in their head that they cannot. It's your fault that they made you mad. Okay? It's your fault that they felt antagonistic. It is your fault that they said something asinine to you and mean. So then you respond and they're like, "Are you still in a foul mood?" You know what? Then you're wondering why no one wants to be bothered with you. Okay? He also, this person that works at a hospital, he also likes to bang nurses. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, do the nurses not speak to each other? Do you all not know that he is taking turns with each one of y'all? Do y'all not speak about what's going on in your personal life? Because y'all work with this person. You don't know that he's, taking turns with each one of y'all? And why are y'all giving him the time of day? Have you never had a conversation with him? I was never going to meet him in person, much less anything else. Oh, Lord. Everyday scenarios. A misplaced item. You are accused of moving a tool, coffee cup, or remote control. Even if they are holding the item themselves, the narcissist will refuse to admit their mistake and escalate the fight by blaming you for being disorganized. Disagreement over a minor detail. You remember a simple fact differently than they do. Rather than accepting an alternate viewpoint, they will argue tirelessly and call a third party to prove, quotation marks, prove they are right. The original point is lost, and the agreement becomes an hours-long battle for superiority. Ruined special occasions. A narcissist may start a fight before a holiday, birthday, or dinner out. This creates drama and ensures all attention is focused on their resulting anger and victimhood rather than the happy occasion. Controlling the schedule. A narcissistic parent might intentionally overschedule their child with activities, creating overlapping commitments that cause stress for everyone involved. When the child or co-parent becomes overwhelmed, the narcissist claims their power, the narcissist claims their partner is unorganized or uncommitted. Another example of them screwing up and then blaming someone else. Y'all got to dump these people in the beginning. Before you catch feelings for them, you got to dump their asses in the beginning. They are sick. They are sick. Okay? Refusal to address an issue. When you bring up a genuine concern, the narcissist may stonewall you by giving the silent treatment. If you persist in trying to talk, they may accuse you of always starting fights. Remember? See, this is what they do. Right, Henderson? Who spies on my channel? Don't you always start fights with people? Or never letting things go, deflecting blame and making you feel guilty for their behavior. You're the bad guy. They're sick in their head, and I guess that's our fault too. Wow. Manipulative tactics used to escalate fights, gaslighting. A narcissist denies a provable event ever happened. For example, "I never said that, you're crazy," or "you're too sensitive, it was just a joke." Projection. They accuse you of their own worst behaviors. They're notorious for that. Absolutely notorious for that. A narcissist who is cheating may start a fight by accusing you of flirting with someone else. When you react emotionally, they use your response as proof, quotation marks, proof that you're unstable. Get rid of these people in the beginning. I'm trying to tell you, this is the shit you got to deal with. If you don't dump them, this is what you get to deal with. Playing the victim. The narcissist will portray themselves as the one who is mistreated or misunderstood. When confronted with their own hurtful actions, they may say, After everything I've done for you, this is how you repay me? Manipulation at its finest. Triangulation. A narcissist involves a third party, such as a family member or friend, to validate their side and turn people against you. This creates jealousy, rivalry, and division. Diverting and baiting. They distract you from the original topic by bringing up old issues, insulting your character, or purposefully saying something to provoke you. Once you react, they can blame you for starting the real fight. This is the kind of crap that you signed up for if you stay with these sick ass people. Okay? This is what you signed up for. Poke, 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 poke. And then you get mad, you flip out. See what I mean? See? Look at how you're acting. Look at how you're behaving. You're yelling at me. You're screaming at me like a lunatic. You need help. Wow. Get rid of these people. Many of them become incels, and I think that's awesome. They hate that no one will give them the time of day. They hate that women are sick and tired of their shit. They hate that women don't get, they don't get weak in the knees because someone is deliberately making them mad. So women have decided, I'm done with you. Go screw yourself. And so they're mad. They're really, really mad. There was a young guy on mental illness. I guess he posted it on his channel. This guy is probably in his early 20s. Women can sense something's wrong with him, so they don't give him the time of day. He is an incel. He's mad at women, and he said, I want you to listen to how crazy this sounds, okay? He said, nobody will give me their phone number. Women don't talk to me. They don't pay attention to me. Makes me want to start hitting women. I'm not kidding. That's what he said. So they sense something's wrong with him. And because they don't want to be bothered with him, and his approach is weird, they deserve to be hit. He approached this other woman who apparently had a BBL, which is a Brazilian butt lift. She had a big caboose, and I guess he wanted access to it. She was wearing leggings, so her booty is like, boom, right in your face, so naturally. And he was trying to mac her, and he didn't say, hi, my name is such and such, how are you, this, that, and the other. And you think I could get your number? And she's like, no, I'm not really doing all that. And he was following her to her vehicle. Please, let me get your number. I just want to talk to you. Da 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 da. Look, I'm on my knees on the asphalt. I'm on my knees in pergola. Please, my knees are burning. What the hell? You know what I'm saying? It's weird. It's creepy. He says to the video after the fact, I beat it every night. You know what? We don't need to know what you do with your wangage. That's your business. You're going to have to get used to that, though, because women are tired of the chaos. They're tired of the weird feeling they get when they're with you. You talking about you want to start hitting people because they won't give you the time of day. So basically, you're proving that you are sick and twisted and that they are smart for not giving you the time of day. They're smart. Wow. My jaw dropped when he said, it makes me just want to start hitting women. Oh, yeah. You sound like a loving partner. Not. I am so glad that women are leaving them alone. We have to normalize getting rid of them in the beginning. And I say that a lot because I really don't want you to feel like I don't want to get rid of this person. We just started talking. This is the best time to get rid of them before you catch feelings for them. This is the best time to do it. There is no better time than in the beginning when they insult you. And why are you tripping? I was joking. That's not a joke. That's mean-spirited. That's not cute. Someone who has your best interest at heart wants to make you laugh, wants to make you smile. They want to make you laugh uncontrollably to where you're crying. They want to be the light in your life. They don't want to be the darkness. They don't want to make you feel bad to the point where when you walk away, you want to start crying because you're like, what the hell just happened? I feel like I was with Satan. I felt like I was sitting next to Satan. Baby, you were. Because if that individual is not about light and love, they are about darkness. The beginning is the best time to get rid of them because the person who could be waiting for you, you wasting time with this fool right here. And you have to watch everything you say and do and tiptoe on eggshells because you never know when they're going to flip out again. And then you flip out because they flipped out. And then they say, you're crazy. Look at you. Oh my God, look at you. Oh my God. And they'll record you losing your mind so that they have proof that you're the one who's a loose cannon. When you stay with these sick bastards, or women do the same shit, when you stay with them, you are putting yourself in psychological prison. You are incarcerating yourself. You're going to feel like you're in a concentration camp. I'm not kidding and I'm not exaggerating. You are a prisoner. So the sooner you can release yourself from them, the better you will feel. And the less opportunities for them to, destroy you. And if you're the type of person that you don't get mad that easily, oh honey, by the time they finish with you, you won't recognize who you are because your patience level will be 1 centimeter wide. And you're reacting in ways that you don't do. That's not your personality. You don't act like that. But you're going to do it with this one because this one's going to keep going until you snap. And then when you snap, oh my God, you're nuts. You're a loose cannon. What is wrong with you? They consider it a challenge if you never get mad. They're going to consider it a challenge to keep poking and poking and poking and poking. Worst case scenario, nothing's working because you're super chill. They'll start picking on your parents. That's why your dad never loved you. That's why even your mother doesn't like you. You don't even know. Me and your mom have had private conversations about you. And anything about somebody's parents or family is enough to take a person from 1 to 1,000. And when you do snap, don't be bringing my family up. It's none of your business. Blah, 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 blah. You have no right talking about my parents. And you're losing it. You're getting mad. You're a loose cannon. What's wrong with you? You're out of control. What is wrong with you emotionally? Do you need some Xanax or something? What's wrong with you? You are flipping out. And they get a thrill out of that. The ones that are being left alone, because women are sick of your crap, or men are sick of these women's crap, the ones that are left alone, go make yourself mad, because nobody else wants to deal with you. So I guess in order to, one of the best ways that they'll do it is to get online and start running their mouth about things that's going to make people angry, because they have to make someone mad. And if I'm not involved with someone and I'm twisted, I'll use a mic and I'll go on social media and I'll just start saying crazy things about people. Things that I know for a fact are going to make everybody mad. Because they have to get that urge taken care of. They have to get that urge to destroy people, to make people mad. So they will get on social media. They will get on this red pill rhetoric garbage and start talking stupidness that defies logic and reason, because it's guaranteed to make someone mad. They have to make somebody mad. The best way to do it, if people have dumped you, is to get on social media. And the sad part is, and I've talked about this before, sad part is you've got people in a family who love to have other people in the family fighting and arguing with each other. They love that. And then you'll have, I saw an example where a guy is part of the family, and every time there's a get together, he causes chaos and confusion. And his mother is addicted to the chaos and confusion. Be careful to become a junkie for drama. You don't want to be a junkie for drama. You don't want to be one of those people that if everything is quiet and peaceful, that makes you feel very uncomfortable because that means you need therapy. That is not normal. You should crave peace. Anyway, this person causes hell, and his mother was upset because he didn't show up for the family get together or he was late or whatever the case is. His mother was very stressed about it. She sounds like a junkie for drama because when he wasn't there, everybody's getting along fine. Do you just need the excitement or something? Be glad that person's not there. I know another person. We used to be friends. She did the same thing. Her daughter was evil and argumentative and liked to play her mom against her dad and her dad against her mom. And she's just a chaos drama lover. And every time for the holidays, her brothers would ignore her because they knew that she was nothing but drama and they're just going to pretend she's not even there. And I'm thinking to myself, people get hypersensitive about their family members, but even when they're sick. But I'm thinking to myself, she would not be allowed at my house acting a fool. You got one time to do that. One time. And then I'm going to tell you, I'm going to pull you to the side and I'm going to tell you, we're not doing that. This is a holiday time or a birthday or whatever it is, anniversary, whatever we got going on. You're going to stop acting ignorant or else you're going to leave. If you're going to come here, you're going to act like a mature adult. If for some reason it's impossible for you to be a mature adult, you're going to get out of here. And if you don't leave on your own accord, you can be physically brought out of my home, or I can call the cops and tell them that you're trespassing because you're not welcome here. Family members, friends, y'all got to start putting your foot down. As we say, stand on business and don't tolerate this bullshit from these snakes. I don't care about biology, and we're connected through biology. That is science. That ain't got nothing to do with the fact that you are a walking, talking hurricane and tornado combination. These are what's going to happen. These are the rules. You could sit down and be quiet for the rest of the night, or you could be physically thrown out into the yard. Which one do you prefer? Because we could go any way you want to go with this. They're only going to do this because people let them. People do what you let them do. And if they ruin Thanksgiving and they ruin Christmas, y'all a damn fool because you keep letting them do it. You could keep your ass at home. If you don't ring people's phone off the hook and text people and call them constantly trying to start some shit, you stay over at your house and be quiet, you might get a plate. But if you start harassing people, you're not welcome here. But if you start harassing people, you won't get nothing. We'll send you over a peanut butter and jelly sandwich while we have turkey and rice and vegetables and such. Not playing with your ass. Okay? You've got to put your foot down. I don't give a damn about biology, and you shouldn't give a damn about biology either. If this person is destructive, biology doesn't stop that. Biology doesn't prevent that. The person is dangerous. In some ways, physically. Some people will do damage, and other family members will be like, how come so-and-so's not here? Why would you want the devil at your get-together? Well, that is my brother, or my sister, or my cousin. What did I tell you about biology? That is irrelevant. The person is still a monster. They don't care that they're related to you. Why do you care? Cut them loose and be done with them. Period. I am a strong proponent of getting rid of family members, even if it's your whole family. cutting off your parents. I can't tell you how many times I've seen people online say, "Oh, the video will be about narcissism," and this is like, "Oh, it just describes my mother to a T. She just can't stop aggravating the hell out of me." Why haven't you cut her off? That's my question. Why do you keep subjecting yourself to abuse? Because of biology? Biology ain't got nothing to do with the price of tea in China. They know they're biologically connected to you, and they don't give a damn. They're still going to act a fool. So you better put your foot down, stand on business, and put a stop to this shit. When there's holiday time, everyone's invited but them, period. Or you can have a secret location where y'all go and you keep this person out of it. If you keep letting them come there, you're going to keep getting, if you keep doing what you've been doing, you're going to keep getting what you've been getting. And somebody has to be smart enough to say, we're putting a stop to it. And you could sit there all day and cry and moan about, oh my God, you guys had Thanksgiving and I wasn't invited. I can't believe it. Well, look in the mirror. This is your reality. You are the reason why you are being shut out. You don't know how to act. And you're not going to ruin every holiday, birthday, anniversary, whatever, baby shower, whatever it is. We're not going to give you the power to destroy. You will no longer be invited. Period. Dot. End of story. And if your family, they crave the drama from this person and they need them to be there so they can get off on the drama, then you stop talking to all of them. You don't owe family anything. Do you understand that? You don't owe relatives zippo, whether it's your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your aunt, your uncle, etc., etc. You don't owe any of them anything. And the only thing they're doing for you is causing destruction. Next thing you know, you have physical ailments. Next thing you know, you have migraines, etc., etc. No, you have to protect yourself. You don't want to be in a padded cell wearing a straitjacket singing Old MacDonald Had a Farm because your family pushed you to that point. No, 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 no. Nope, nope. I will cut you off and never speak to you again. I don't give two rats' asses about biology. You heard? No. Absolutely no. Y'all take care. Much love. Have a good day.